Hello everyone, this is Vikram and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will see how to set up Golang environment on Windows along with configuring some of the environment variables related to Golang on Windows. If you go to the site go.dev, here you'll find all the options related to downloading and installing Golang on all three operating systems like Windows, Mac and Linux. For Windows and Mac, you're directly going to get the executable, which you should download and double click on it to start the installation. But for Linux, you're going to get the archive file, which you need to download and extract it to find the Golang binary inside it. After installing Golang, you need to set some environment variables in order to configure Go on your operating system. So there are certain environment variables which are important. One among all these is Go root, which denotes the Go installation path. So this is the default installation path, which you don't need to configure. The other environment variable that we need to configure is Go path. So this is the path in which you will have your complete Go workspace, which will be local to your machine. So by default, this Go path environment variable is set to a folder called Go inside your home directory. So in case of your Unix, it is by default set to $home/go, which is a Go folder inside your home. Similarly, in Windows, it is set to Go folder inside your user profile or your user home on Windows. But you can also set a different folder as Go path. Let's say I have a folder called Go projects inside my D drive. Let's say I have it inside D drive, Go projects, or let's say on Unix I have it under /home /Ubuntu, a folder called Go-projects. Let's say I want to use this as the workspace. So what I can do is I can create a new environment variable called go path and set that path to my newly created folder. Okay. In case of Unix, you need to update your go path to point to your required directory. Okay. Using export statement, you can set the environment variable. And so this go path inside the go path, which means whatever new path that you have set as a workspace. So you need to have three different folders called src, pkg, and bin. So where src will be used to store all your Go source files, and bin is used to store all your executables. Let's say you created a simple program. So once you compile that program, it becomes a binary file. So all those binary files will be stored under the bin directory in your newly created Go path. And coming to the pkg, so this is a folder where you'll have all the compiled package files, and all these compiled package files will have .a as the extension, so which we are going to see once we start working with our Go programs. And by default, once you generate a binary from your source files, they will be stored under the bin directory of your Go path, which is the default bin directory. Okay. But if you want to set a different bin directory for all your executables, you need to set it using Go bin. So Go bin, I can set it to any folder where all my binary files can be stored. Let's say this by default is set to Go path, bin directory under it. But if you want, you need to set this go bin, which is not at all required. So what we will do is we'll see how to set the go path, which is a mandatory requirement for all the operating systems. So if you go to this website go.dev, which is an official Golang website, you'll find an option to download it. So I can click on download and select the operating system of my choice. So in my case, I'm running Windows. I'll just click on this one to download the Go binary. Similarly, you can also find other stable releases and download the package of your choice. And coming to the Mac OS, this is the your binary file to install Golang. And for Linux, you'll get it as an archive file, which you need to download and extract it. And also, if you want to learn Golang from the official documentation, you can just go to your docs. And also, you have this learn section here where you'll find a lot of tutorials from various websites. So one uh, in a very good site is this Go by example. And also, if you want to learn a specific use cases, or if you want to develop a specific use cases with Go, so here you'll have a guided tour for web development, guided tour for creating CLS using Golang. And also there are a couple of other tutorials and ebooks in this particular documentation. So what I'll do now is I'll simply click on probably getting started. Let's click on this tutorial. Now here you have this option called installing Go. So installing Go, you have various steps for, I think this is just for your Windows, but if I have to, just understand how to install Go on Linux, I can just select this option. So first what you have to do is you have to just, download the tar file from the official downloads page, and then you need to extract it. So once extracted, you'll have the extracted contents under user local. Okay. And your bin folder under that has to be exported as the path, because so this is how your Go binary will be detected. So you have all the step-by-step instructions for all the three operating systems, but for Windows anyways we are going to see in this video. Since I already downloaded it, I'll just click on the downloaded file to start installing it. So let's install it under the default path itself. Just click on yes. And also I have this GitHub repository where I'll be maintaining all the commands and setup related instructions for each and every video. So if you see, I have a README file that has links to installing Go and a description about various folders that should be part of GoPath, and also some of the reference links to various websites from where you can learn Go. So my Golang installation is completed. Now what I'll do is I'll simply open my terminal and type Go to see whether Go is installed or not. You can see here Go is successfully installed. And so there is a command called go env that will print all the Golang related environment variables for the operating system. So here I'm running Windows, so all the Go related environment variables for Windows are displayed. If you see here, currently my Go path is set to my home directory, and there is a folder called Go that will be automatically created under my user profile. So this is a default Go path, but I don't want to use this. And also if you see Go bin, so this is currently not set, so which will be by default a path called bin under Go path. Okay, so that is where the bin directory will be created. Now what I'll do is I'm going to customize my Go installation by creating Go path environment variable. So for this I already have a path under this particular directory called Go projects. So under this directory I have created bin, pkz and src directories. So in your case, these folders will should be empty, but I have some content here. Okay, so that doesn't matter for now. So first you need to create these folders, which should be empty. Now I'm just taking this path where I have these three folders. So this is my Go workspace now. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll search for environment variables by typing environment variables. Otherwise, what you can do is, um, you can go to system settings. Okay, so what I can do is, I have already kept that inside this documentation. So you need to go to control path and then system and security. Okay, otherwise you just have to search for system and security, or just control panel, and then go to system and security. Yeah, so inside this system, I need to go to advanced system settings here, and then click on environment variable. So this is relatively harder. So what we can do is we can simply search for environment, and then click on edit the system environment variables, and then click on environment variables. So here you'll have environment variables for both user and system. You can set at the system level or at the user level. Okay, so I always prefer setting the environment variables at the user level. So if you see, already there is this Go path which is set to the default one. So what I can do is either I can delete it and create a new one, or I can edit it. So let's say first let's delete it and click on new to set a new environment variable called Go path. And the value that I'm going to use is So whatever the newly created path, okay, so that I'm going to set as the new GoPath environment variable, and click on OK. And by default, go bin will be set to a bin directory inside this path. Okay, so I'm just going to click on OK and OK. Okay, so if you already have a terminal open, just type go env to see whether the go path is updated or not. You can see now the go path. Okay, it is not updated, so let me just close this and open a new terminal again, and just search and just run go env. Okay, so now you can see my go path is set to this one, that is go projects. So you can create your own uh, directory and then set it as go path. So this will now become your go workspace. But always remember, you need to create 3 different folders: bin, pks, and src inside that directory. So this is how you install Golang. And of course, you should know how to run some basic Go commands, which we are going to see in the next session. But for now, let's close the session by just simply saying the version of Go that we installed. So which is Go 1.21.6 on Windows AMD 64 architecture. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.